Superstar general managers get promoted to district managers every day. I see it in the academy from all our clients and participants of our training programs. The business owner has complete confidence that because they were such a great general manager, that they for sure are going to be able to be great district managers. And then the reality is that could not be further from the truth. There are many reasons why district manager fails. And in today's show, we are going to be discussing 3 of the reasons district managers fail and what you can do about it so that you can help ensure their success for the long term. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, the first reason why superstar general managers fail as district managers is because the job is completely different from each other. As a general manager, you are required to execute your brand and your business management systems within the 4 walls of your business, with you being present 5 to 6 days, and who knows, sometimes 7 days a week, influencing your team, working what they call shoulder to shoulder with them every single day to ensure that the brand and the business management systems are executed. And a lot of the times, the unit manager themselves are executing those systems in their business. On the other hand, the job of the district manager is to inspire the teams in each of the units to execute the brand and business systems with a high level of excellence in every one of the units they oversee. Very different to execute versus inspiring those to execute. And the skills necessary to be able to inspire the teams are completely different from the skills necessary to actually execute day in and day out in the units. Now, don't get me wrong, knowing operations and being great at managing one unit is an absolute asset for a great district manager, because at least they understand and they know and they could train how to do just that. But the main role, once you're past the training and coaching on how to do it, the main job of the district manager is to inspire their team to do it every day, again, with a high level of excellence. 2 completely different skills. Then the second reason why a lot of district managers fail is because there are a lot of challenges. A lot of challenges beyond the challenge of what is happening in one unit if you were to oversee one unit. And the challenges start with the fact that the units that they oversee are with a certain distance between them. So it's not like if you have an issue in one unit, you can be there instantaneously, or you're going to be there 5 days a week, because you're not, and you're not going to be there all day long either. So you're going to be in one place, and if you have another issue in another place, you cannot instantaneously move yourself and transport yourself to that other unit and address that issue. And then if there's another issue in another third store, that you cannot transport yourself to that location and solve the problem. So the distances between the units are a challenge, and it's a challenge that a district manager must handle, must be able to manage within their time possible, so that they can actually be effective when they are in the units and the times that they are in the units. As a unit manager, you are in your unit all day, every day, except for when you're time off, of course, and you are able to take care of and address whatever challenge comes up. When you're district manager, you cannot split yourself into 4, 5, 6, 7 units to do the same. Then you have the challenge of complexity. And the complexity is that every single one of the units the district manager or multi-unit leader oversees is different. In one unit, you may have a labor cost issue. In another unit, you might have a cost of goods issue. In another unit, you might have a sales issue. In another unit, you might have a theft issue. In another unit, you might have a cleanliness issue. In another one, you could have a customer service issue. And how you handle each of those is completely different. And as a district manager, you need to handle them simultaneously across all the units that have all the different needs and keep it straight in your head somehow. So as you can see, it's very different from that of a unit manager that has one unit with one set of issues that they're going to handle day in and day out as they are in the unit executing the operations and the brand systems. And of course, the third issue or challenge, within this problem is that as a district manager, because of all this complexity and all these differences, the ability to manage your time is very important. And so they need to be able to discern and being able to be flexible enough to, first of all, understand the difference between what's urgent and what is important. And here at the Academy, the way we define urgent versus important is like this. Things that are urgent are the things that are going to hurt your business. They're going to damage your business, and therefore you need to take care of it and address them immediately. Things that are important are the things that are going to bring your business forward. They're going to advance your business and make it successful. So as you can see, you are not able to ignore the urgent things because they can hurt your business. So you got to take care of them, but you need to be able to have the skills and the abilities to quickly move into what's important so that you can spend most of your time moving the business forward and not spend most of your time putting out fires, becoming a fireman or a firewoman, as you can imagine, right? So that is, these are the set of challenges that a district manager has, that a unit manager is only within one unit, and it's a whole different way of handling it. Now, the third reason why district managers fail is because they do require new and different skills to be able to be successful in that role. So let me just mention a few among them. First of all, they need to be able to learn how to lead and inspire from a distance. It's not the same thing to lead and inspire the team when you're in a unit every day and you can build a strong relationship. You know everything about them. They know everything about you. They know the level of commitment. They know they can trust you. It is completely different to do that than to do it as a district manager from a distance, because the reality is that when you're a district manager with multiple units in different locations with different challenges, the amount of time that you truly are going to spend with the leaders and the crew members in each of those units is much more reduced than if you're a unit manager. And therefore, the ability for you to lead from the distance so that you can inspire the people even when you're not there, it's a skill that needs to be learned from a district manager that usually a unit manager does not know nor practices. Another one of the skills that is different for a unit manager than a district manager is that a unit manager's job is directed by the four walls of the operation. So the operations and the brand dictate that you have to open at a certain time, that you have to take orders a certain time, that you have to prepare your equipment at a certain time, that you need to take care of customers at a certain time, that you're going to be cleaning at a certain time, etc. You get the point. So the operations dictate what the manager and the team is going to do every day. For the district manager, the ability to see where the issues are and then prioritize and plan what they're going to do every day in a way that they're actually truly productive and effective is very important, very different. And it is self-directed. And that is the key difference between the unit manager and the district manager or multi-unit leader, is that the multi-unit leader must be self-directed because there is no particular operational rules that say where they need to be doing what. They need to be self-directed enough and understand how to determine what they should be doing when, so that they can be productive and effective. And if you don't have that training, you don't know what that looks like. Another skill that they need is the ability to know how to follow up properly on the things that they get delegated. So it's some sort of process to follow up on the things that they have guided and instructed and teach and coached, or reprimanded upon, because that follow up is really truly where the magic happens. And so that is another important skill that a district manager needs to have so that they can be truly effective at their job. And one more skill that they need to have is they need to be able to have systems to achieve consistency across their district. They have to have some sort of system so that they can observe and implement consistency of execution and results in each and every one of their units. And that's something that a unit manager doesn't need to have because they only have one unit to focus on. And so those systems that the district managers need to implement to have that consistency and positive results across all of their district is a new skill that they need to have that is so important for them to be successful. So as you can see, there's a lot of differences between being a unit manager and a district manager. So even if you are a superstar GM, what you have demonstrated is your ability to learn, your ability to execute and implement and follow through and produce results at a unit level. You have not yet proved or even have the skills or probably the knowledge of how to be a successful multi-unit leader. But having the ability to become, the having been a super GM, a superstar GM, gives you a good spring roll into becoming a great district manager if you have the proper training. And here is what you need to do to be able to help your district manager or to help your superstar GM make the proper jump and being as effective as a district manager as they were for a unit manager. And that requires training. This requires carefully planned, designed, and executed training for that district manager so that they can understand, learn, apply, and master those new skills they need to be successful as a district manager. Now, there are today two ways for you to do that. Number one, you are, we have to assume that you are a skilled and successful district manager or were at some point. Therefore, you know how to do all these skills and all these processes and procedures and systems that a district manager needs to know. And that you have it documented and that you are a great trainer. Therefore, you can then train that district manager into becoming successful. Because I will tell you that right now there is training going on out there. There are hundreds of thousands of district managers in the United States alone today. And the sad part is that most of the training looks like this. Hey, Joe, welcome to being a district manager. You see Mary over there? She's been a district manager for about 3 years. She is great. The way that we're going to train you is you're going to go and spend 3 days with Mary and you're going to learn everything from her. Here are the keys for your units and have a great time and good luck. And that is the training that happens for the most part. The other part is if they happen to be lucky enough that the direct supervisor has been a great and effective district manager, they can teach them these types of skills and abilities and systems to be successful. Now, the other way that you can train your district managers to be successful at their job is by having them join our program, our multi-unit leadership certification program. And so I'm going to extend an invitation like I do here when I talk about district managers and invite you to join us to our upcoming district manager training webinar where we teach you and talk to you about what are the role, the 7 critical responsibilities of a district manager, what are the value of their routines that they should follow every day, every week, every month to be effective. And then, of course, we will present to you the option of joining our multi-unit leadership certification program so that you will give us the honor of teaching your new district managers or experienced district managers how to be great at their job. So not only can they produce the results that you want and deserve from their work, but also so that they can have a better experience at their business and they can be able to feel successful as successful in their job as a district manager as they were when they were the superstar GM. So if this is something that interests you, all you need to do is join us at districtmanagertraining.com, districtmanagertraining.com, and join us on a free webinar where you will learn not only the role, responsibilities, and routines of a district manager, but also about our program where we can help you help them be successful. So that's it for now. I hope that this was helpful to you and that made you think a little bit about how to better train your district managers and prepare them for the future. Also, I would like to request that you follow us. If you're interested in information like this, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, Facebook. And I don't know if you know this, but we have newly launched our podcast. You can find us at Franchise Success Formulas, and you can find us at Google Podcasts as well as Spotify. Thank you for being with me in this show, and we'll see you next week in the next show where we share more information, tools, and tips so that you can be successful. Thank you for being with me today. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.